some music. All right, we are in the building. We are in the building. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my. This is my birthday weekend, and I was inspired by some events that took place to come out and have this video here today. As Stefan says, Tonya's upset. A face like this? Oh, could it ever be? Could it ever? Oh, my goodness, my goodness. So listen, I was just fighting behind the scenes to try to get this thumbnail up and running. So listen, it's my birthday weekend. Wish me a happy birthday, Leo season. Yes, of course, of course, of course, of course. So you all know that there was something that I wanted to do for my birthday, right? And I ended up doing it, but while I did it, I had this profound experience that I wanted to share with you all, which became the title for today's video. All right, so I got that fixed and up and running. All right, so welcome, 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 welcome. Oh my goodness. We have a lot to discuss today, a lot actually. Whew, but you know what? Let's go ahead and get live on all of these other platforms. Let's get this up on the screen. So, you know, today we're going to be talking about how the trans movement is misogyny and capital R word culture mixed in one. I'm going to provide some anecdotal evidence, and I'm going to provide some imagery for you all. But today we're going to be talking about a spa experience where this registered offender, but you know what? Let's go ahead and get live on all of these platforms. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, you know, we are live on YouTube, which is the main platform. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Tonya TKO. And today we have thank you. We have a focused topic. I am a self-love specialist. I teach you how to love yourselves and one another. And so on this channel, we use viral topics as teachable moments for what self-love looks like in our lives. And the last video, we did a 3-hour deep dive into this current trans movement. And there have been a lot of trans people who have come out. Oh my goodness. XY chromosome trans persons have come out to bash me, lambaste me, to talk about how men are my problem. And I'm like, dear, are you forgetting what's swinging down low betwixt your legs? It's like there's a cognitive dissonance where, you know what? Let me just get into the topic of the video because I want to play my last video, a segment from my last video for you, and then we're going to play this spa video. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So let's, all right. Make it okay for any person to claim that they're a woman and then get granted access into protected spaces. You know, I wanted to go to a spa for my birthday. And at this spa, and I posted this behind the scenes in the text notification squad. I posted this behind the scenes. I wanted to go to a spa for my birthday, and at this spa, they had a women's, let me see if I can find the post, right? They had a women's hot tub area, right? I found it, right? Here it is right here. They had an outdoor women's warm bath. And would you believe that I did not book? I wanted to book, but I did not book because I can't guarantee that I will be safe at a place that has a woman's only bath area, because anybody is able to claim that they're a woman. They got people with whole dick and balls swinging out in the damn dressing room in front of children because they have been deluded into thinking that they're a woman. And they got their whole dick and balls hanging and swinging, slapping from side to side, frightening little girls in the dressing room. Because there is no systemic qualifier. There's nothing scientific that can conclude that a person really is a woman. Excuse me. You know what? And then I go and I say that again. For those of you who are not familiar with that video, you can go to my last live. That is the video where the person was talking about how women are not the gatekeepers of periods and wombs and all this other stuff, right? And so we did a deep dive. We did a 2-part deep dive on that. If you didn't hear that, were you able to hear the video even though there was an echo? Were you able to hear it, or do I need to play it again? Let me know. Say play it again if you were not able to hear, because I want to keep moving on. So please let me know if you were not able to hear because of the slight echo that was there. Because I want to get into the meat and potatoes of the video, but you all are typing echo, echo, echo. I need to know if you all need me to play it again. Welcome, welcome. I'm annoyed because when I do these videos live, it's like the videos turn out to be so long, and it takes such a tremendous amount of time, effort, and resources to edit the videos because they're so long and disjointed because of issues like this. Okay. You all are saying that you need me to play it again. Okay. I'll play it again. I'll play it again. Don't worry. I'll play it again. I mean, it is what it is, right? Let me get back to the part where I needed to control find SPA-enter. Here we go. Any person to claim that they're a woman, and then here we go. Don't worry, I got you. And that's going to explain why I'm talking about this today, right? And we got to stop the lie that womanhood is under attack because of trans women. That's simply not true. Girls and women are not safe because we live in a society that seemingly necessitates violence against us in order to function. That's not a trans folk's fault. You see, this right here is a straw man argument. The transgender movement is dangerous to women. And I'm going to play for you why it's so dangerous to women. And attempting to normalize, to change the verbiage, and to make it okay for any person to claim that they're a woman and then get granted access into protected spaces. You know, I wanted to go to a spa for my birthday. And at this spa, and I posted this behind the scenes in the text notification squad. I posted this behind the scenes. I wanted to go to a spa for my birthday, and at this spa, they had a women's, let me see if I can find the post, right? They had a women's hot tub area, right? I found it, right? Here it is right here. They had an outdoor women's warm bath. And would you believe that I did not book? I wanted to book, but I did not book because I can't guarantee that I will be safe at a place that has a woman's only bath area, because anybody is able to claim that they're a woman. They got people with whole dick and balls swinging out in the damn dressing room in front of children because they have been deluded into thinking that they're a woman. And they got their whole dick and balls hanging and swinging, slapping from side to side, frightening little girls in the dressing room. Because there is no systemic qualifier. There's nothing scientific that can conclude that a person really is a woman. Excuse me, let me say that different. There is nothing scientific that can conclude that a XY chromosome person who claims that they're a woman is truly experiencing this mental unwellness. There are people who are doing this. I'm going to show you some videos, so stay tuned. Right. Because so there we have it. There we have it. This is part of the problem right here. Oh. Okay. So, you know, I did end up booking and going to that spa. And when I went there, how many of you have been to the spa recently? Because when I went there, I saw something really, really sad. And what I saw was in the women's locker room, they had to have separated individual booths for women to change their clothes. They had to have individual separated booths with curtains for women to be able to change their clothing in a locker room where she could have privacy away from goodness knows who's in there, right? Let me play this video for you all because this was the video that sparked a lot of controversy out in California because there was a black woman who stood up to this, right? I was just listening to another content creator's videos and she was like, you know, mainstream feminists and black women are not even able to speak up against this trans movement because they'll get canceled, right? This is why I love the freedom and autonomy of being a vlogger and a content creator, right? Because you cannot cancel the people, for the people, by the people, of the people, and the movements that come out. I am you, and you are me, and I speak what is on your mind. There are other people who are getting canceled, but me. When I made that video the other day, I got almost 1,000 new subscribers because time has come for women to speak up and stop this nonsense and this madness. Because what we have is we have XY chromosome persons. The way you can tell the difference is XX is woman. And the males, they have the broken X chromosome. And that X looks like a Y in the under the microscopes, right? So that's why they're called XYs. Everything that a man has is a deteriorated version of the woman, of the original being, womb holders, keepers of the womb. And now we have these males who are coming out and they are saying that they're women. Go watch that last video. Just search for Tonya TKO and the word trans, and you will see a plethora of different videos that I have done on this topic with people in varied stages of mental unwellness. If you care about women, if you care about girls, you're going to advocate for safe spaces for women and girls. But what we have is we have a bunch of XY chromosome persons who are like, I don't give a F what you want. I don't give an F whether or not you want me near you. I don't give an F whether or not you're comfortable. I don't give an F whether or not you want it. I'm coming in anyway. To hell with you and your safe spaces. I am one of you after all. Aren't I? Aren't I? Eroding the safe spaces for women. So that now in the female locker rooms at the spas, now they have to have individual changing areas for women to be able to have privacy in the locker room. Why? Let me play this video for you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you irrefutably in a way that all of you can understand how this current trans movement, and am I talking about all trans people? No, because at the base of it, listen, gender dysphoria is a mental illness. When you think that you have been born in the wrong body, there's a mental unwellness that exists in every person who feels that way. Now, is this going to manifest itself in a dangerous way? For some it does, for many it does not, right? But those silent trans need to stand the fuck up. Stand up to protect women and girls, because while you sit there in your silence, you acquiesce to the endangerment of women and girls. Because I'm going to show you this video and then I'm going to show you an example. So let's get it. Let's get it. By the way, this man was arrested. You know what? This man, he was arrested. You see, this is the problem in that last video, and I'm currently working with my editors right now to get that video chopped up, so make sure you are on the other page. Make sure that you're on the Tonya TKO clips page, www.youtube.com/@TonyaTKO CLIPS. Go to that page because I'm publishing the clips over there. I appreciate you all showing up for the broadcast. What a time to be alive. Women, stand up. Stand up. And you know what? Keepers of the womb, if need be, we need to start controlling the population, because these mother effers think that they can tell us how it is. Oh, when Just Hilarious said we made you, we did. We make these people. And with the and at the drop of any hat, we can stop making them. You heard what I said? Because every life comes through the portal of a womb holder. It's the keeper of the wombs that bring life into this world. And they're angry and they're jealous about your uterus because they understand that listen, physiologically, they have no connection to the bringing of life. Physically, they have no connection to what it takes to house life in their bodies. They don't know what that is. And with their broken X chromosome, they seem to perpetuate the opposite of that, the havoc that is wreaked. Somebody commented on my Instagram page the other day. Oh, these trans people. I went to the Department of Justice and the FBI, and I didn't see any statistics for trans women wreaking havoc and creating crime. That's because the Department of Justice and the FBI classifies crime by sex. And regardless of what it is that you say that you are, the sex tells the story. Most of the violent crimes, most of the capital M words and unalivings, most of that is perpetuated by XY chromosome persons. And it is time that we as women stop sitting silently by and allowing these males to get away with this without examining what is wrong with them and why are they so prone to violence? Why are our neighborhoods unsafe? And then now look at what is happening. You want to speak about statistics? They are entering now into this super uber liberal existence right now. And they are altering the data and the stats. How many of you were confused when they were talking about this trans mass shooter? Now everything is all carry, and now they are increasing the stats. They are bringing their pathologies into women's spaces. And they are increasing the capital M word and unaliving stats for women by pretending to be us. How much longer, ladies, do we sit by and allow this to happen? I'm going to show you this video. I've been talking about it, so let's go ahead and jump into this video because you all need to see this. Some of you saw it months ago when it went viral, but I think it's appropriate to bring it up again for those of us who haven't seen it and to look at the follow-up and how this male was arrested. He exposed himself in front of women and children in the locker room. The problem is that there are far too many trans people who are sitting idly by and they're barging their way through the door, not giving a F who is coming through with them. Listen, I played for you the video. In California alone, there are over 1,200 inmates who are asking to be transferred from the male prison to the female prison. 900 of them are registered S-word offenders. And when asked the question, how many women are asking to be transferred to the male prison, what was that number? Answer me, those of you who were on that broadcast. How many people who are claiming that they're male want to take their maleness into the male prison? What is that number? You are right. It's 0. Not one person with a pussy wants to go into the male prison, but we got all these people with dicks unleashing themselves into the female spaces. Those who are also on registered lists. Ladies, how much longer do we sit idly by, kumbayaing everybody into our spaces as we are being unalived? While these deluded people with varied stages of mental unwellness hopped up on all types of illicit, illegally begot hormones, with hard-ass bones, dick and balls towering over you. Angry and unwell. Stronger than you while pretending to be you. Able to crush your skull with one blow. Not doing what it is that they need to do to stay mentally well and to protect women and girls. Not advocating for their own safe spaces, but advocating for yours. So much so that when I went to the spa for my birthday, they had individual changing rooms inside of have you ever seen that before? But this is the times that we're in, where we have men pretending to be women, saying that they're women and thinking that they're women, having other male lawmakers creating laws that are encroaching upon your safe spaces. Why is it that we can't see that the common denominator here are XY chromosome persons? Why can't we see that? I've been saying I'm going to play this video for you, so let's go ahead and play this video. I'm sorry that I spent half of this video screaming. It's just that this is infuriating. It's infuriating. And I don't understand how much longer we're going to be sitting idly by allowing this to take place.
We spa, so you don't, so it's okay. I just want to be clear with you. It's okay for a man to go into the women's section, show his penis around the other women, young little girls underage. Your spa, we spa, condone that. Is that what you're saying? Like I asked. It's so he could stay there. He could stay there. What sexual orientation? I see a. It lets me know he's a man. He's a man. He is a man. He is not no female. He is not a female. He is not a female. Hold on. He is not a female, sweetie. Okay? Girls down there, other women who are highly offended for what they just saw. And you did nothing. Absolutely nothing. In fact, you sided with him. So We Spa is in agreement with men that just say they are a woman and they can go down there with their penis and get into the women's section. Is that what you're saying? What really? What law? What law? So women can go into the men's with their breasts. Okay.
We're not going to come back.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't come back either. Yeah, get your money back.
Yeah, everything.
You got a man with his penis talking about he's a woman. He ain't no woman. Yeah, give her money back.
Are you talking about a transgender person?
There's no such thing as transgender. He has a okay?
And then here comes this XY chromosome person to mansplain the situation. And then they use some false equivalence about women going into the men's locker room, and that guy is like, well, I like that.
Penis. His penis is hanging out. Okay, no, I'm not one. Actually, I'm a woman who knows how to stand up and speak up for my right. As a woman.
Wait, so he started insulting her, saying that you're being did he say you're being a DICK or you're being a man? Hold on.
Now. Okay, no, I'm not one. Actually, I'm a woman who knows how to stand up and speak up for my right. As a woman, I have a right to feel comfortable without a man exposed.
So here comes this Caucasoid XY chromosome person standing up in her face, calling her male genitalia. This is not the protection of women. This is the erosion of safe spaces for women and girls. And then this master race XY chromosome person comes to mansplain to her, to get her to stop talking. Who the F is he to talk about who should or should not be in the women's locker room? Somebody asked for solutions. You need to start making sure that you're voting in midterm elections. You need to make sure that some of you are even running for office. You need to call up your legislators and make sure that they hear your voice. You need to know who your assembly person is. You need to know who your representative is in the state and in Washington, D.C. You need to know who your senators are. You need to start local and figure out who are the people who are making decisions, because they go from your borough to your city, to your state, to upstate, and then down to DC. You have representatives, and we need to start speaking up. We need to start organizing some bus trips, going up there and petitioning them so that they know that, listen, we are half of the population. And far too many men don't even freaking vote. Most women vote the way of the men in their family. We need to start reading what some of these people stand for. We need to start making phone calls to their office. And we need to start writing them emails. We need to go to, what's the name of this organization? You need to find these organizations. You know what? During the break, and we got a break coming up in 2 minutes. So let me finish up this video so that we could take the break right after that. But we need to start partnering with these organizations that are going to our state capitals and are going to DC. And we need to be showing up. We need to be out there. We need to be participating in the judicial system so that we can stop this madness and foolishness from going on. Because enough is enough.
Himself, okay? No, you go somewhere else. Okay, so that's right. No, he's not a transgender. He has a penis, just like you do. Are you?
So I understand. No.
Yeah. Okay, it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Okay, that's traumatizing to see that. I'm a woman.
This is rape culture right here. That's what this is. This is rape culture. This is the culture that says that whatever, that you need to just take whatever happens to you, woman. A woman is voicing her concern, and a dick and ball swinger is standing up there in her damn face telling her that she's the one with the mother effing problem. He doesn't know what's going on. I bet you he doesn't have a daughter that is in there looking at some big old heavy ball swinging in her face as some pervert is exposing himself in the damn locker room. It's like unbelievable.
I think this is a place right here, I'm told, only for women. So how dare you sit up here and tell me I don't have a right as a woman to defend?
If it's a transgender.
I'm telling you, he has a penis, a full, and testicles, okay? And I don't care what it's a man. You got one? You're a man, okay?
And if we went into the men's section with our anatomy, that would be...
Look, he's like, that's not going to offend me. I don't give a fuck what offends men. Why are they even talking to him? Because far too many of us defer to men. Why are they centering him at all? Why is he getting the time of day? Out of her broadcast, why is he even in it? She just turned away from this fool. Who the F is he?
Well, it wouldn't probably, but you might not like women, so it might not, okay? And we don't know. But for me and for a lot of other women, they do not feel comfortable, and it's not okay. Okay? So, well, yeah, you're sorry. You should be, sweetie, and you're out of alignment, and this is not right. I can tell you that much, all right? And I know you're out of order. Yeah, it must be hard. It must be hard not being a real man, huh? Try it. So, like I said, I want every woman get all of their information on.
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Listen.
well, I don't care what the security guard. He's just security.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
sometimes predators go down and will just go through the woman's side.
Okay, well, no, he's sitting in there. Okay, well, security.
No, he doesn't want to be.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying he should have not been allowed to. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. We know that.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
No,
So-
we knew that.
Ladies, it's about time that we stop sitting idly by and just allowing whatever. We're gonna take a quick break. Listen, during this break, let's focus on wellness, right? I'm gonna play some upbeat music. I want you to dance. I want you to do some squats. I want you to do some burpees. We're gonna be on break for 3 minutes. This is a long broadcast and sitting is death. So stand up, move your body, get yourself circulating, stretch, or do something. If you understand the assignment, put up a 1. If you completed the assignment, you can let me know by sending $1 through the Cash App and just letting me know which exercise you did. The QR code is going to be on the screen. And so send $1 through, let me know what it is that you did, and then get ready. 3 minutes on the clock. Here we go. That's 2 minutes right there. We got 1 more minute to go. So if you didn't do anything for the first 2 minutes, make sure that you get up and do something now. Thirty more seconds. Woo! Give yourself a round of applause if you got up and you did the doggone thing. Me personally, I did some squats and some single leg backward leg raises, and I feel good. The blood is pumping. I also tried to whine a little bit, but I was feeling stiff. I started trying to whine towards the end. So you know what? Let me see who also got up and got ready and did the damn thing. Let me see. Woo! Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Woo! Let me tell you. All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right. So Paula, let's see what Paula did. Oh, Paula's on the elliptical in the bedroom. I feel that. Okay, Paula, you doing the damn thing. You doing it. You doing it. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let me get this back up. All right. Whew. All right. Let's see. JJ did salsa with the pups. Okay. I love that we are getting out here and doing our, yes, Obrahima sends $5 and says, saying what I am unable to say as a physician. Ooh, you know what? It must be very difficult for people who are in jobs where they have to keep their mouth closed despite science, despite sensibilities, despite all of that. Oh, I don't know what is going on. My whatchamacallit has been acting up lately. Every time I try to open it and it does, hey, we got a super apple in, so we're gonna have to, let's go from the bottom. So Paula White sends $10 and says, happy birthday, sis. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I did enjoy my spa day. It was a very interesting experience, different than any that I've ever had before. So I'm happy about that. I really enjoyed myself, and I bought myself this beautiful dress for the photo shoot that I'm having to advertise the lipstick line. So this lipstick will be available in the lipstick line coming out for this Christmas. Kristen sends 222 and says, love you, boo. I love you as well, my dear. Jackie sends $5 and says, from Jackie Wordlow. Oh, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. Your picture looks so pretty. You look so professional. All right, Shawana sends 222 and says, much needed convo. Women stand the F up. It's time, 100. Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. Ayan sends $1, so Ayan was doing her workout, but you didn't tell me what type of workout you were doing. Felicia sent 2. Alexis says squats and dancing done. Perfect, but that was only 3 minutes. Make sure you get ready because our next break, we're going to be doing some more. Paula, we checked. Obrahima says the stuff that she's unable to say. JJ said salsa with the pups. We did see that. Okay, Lasagna says woman power. I know that's right. And then, look, let me get my thing off so that we can hear. Here, what's this? What's this? You know what time it is! Woo, 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 dang! Woo! Hey! That's what I'm talking about! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, we got a super apple in. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Zakia or Zakaya, thank you for the super apple. You didn't leave a message with it, but thank you. We appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whew. I appreciate that. Janice says $3 and says, I did a little bounce rock side to side. Okay, don't worry. You could get a little bit more in when we get our next break. Angela sends $2 and says, thanks for addressing the madness. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is just, it's gone too far. It's gone too far, and it's getting out of hand. Wanda says, protect womb holders at all costs. Stand up, ladies. Absolutely. Because we have a bunch of mentally unwell people who are genetically more prone to violence and domineering, coming in and trying to dominate our spaces. It's very, very, very strange. All right. Let me show you what happened to this guy. So this guy, this transgender person, or this person who was in the locker room, right? Let's read what happened. quote unquote transgender pervert is arrested 15 months after she exposed herself to women and girls at We Spa in LA. There's just too much going on this effing screen. There's too much going on. This. All right. All right. Triggering violent protests from Antifa goons who branded allegations a bigoted hoax, right? So Darren Aggie, 53, was accused of, and calling this person a she, and then marking down these crimes as if this person is a woman. Do you see how dangerous this is for us? Do you see how dangerous this is? All right. A transgender person wanted for exposing their naked, half-erect penis. Look. Half-erect penis to women in 2 separate changing rooms incidents in Los Angeles has been arrested after more than 15 months on the run. So this person is do you see how the current movement, what I'm saying is that this current movement needs to be revamped. This current movement is rooted in misogyny and capital R word culture. The suspect, 53-year-old Darren Aggie, has been charged with 5 felony counts of indecent exposure for the incidents, including an infamous altercation at We Spa, where Merger exposed herself to several women, including an underage girl. This is a sick, twisted fantasy for many of these people. This is why they're putting in their transfers in the droves to get sent to women's prisons. DMB intact, full bare chest, hard bones, holding women down in the shower. And you look up the number of female inmates who have been capital R worded and impregnated by these people who are able to anatomically correct go into the women's prisons. There's no checks and balances on this. Merger, a convicted sex criminal who quote unquote identifies as a woman, had presently rebuffed the allegations, claiming to be a victim of transphobia. The story was then for months swept under the rug by the mainstream media, with many, including the blah, 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 blah. They were defending, they're talking about leftists and all of this, defending him. So this is the person right there, their car. The person was arrested. But this is what I'm saying. The current movement allows for these perverts to go unchecked. Women, we need to put an end to this now. We need to stop this now because it's not going to get better. These people are known and prone to violence, competition, overtaking, domination, and they don't realize, listen, there is something broken. Go to my other page. Go to the Tonya TKO clips page. Go to the Tonya TKO clips page and take a look at so, you know what? Let me pull up one of the videos over there for you all right now on the Tonya TKO clips page. I want you to see a video where there's a man talking about how men are a broken X chromosome and they need to really step out of the way and allow women to take positions of leadership because men just are ill-equipped. So here, this is the other page over here, right? And there's a bunch of videos over there. If you haven't seen them, make sure you go over there and see them, right? This is a video of a trans person talking about they're more women than women because, I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's gone on for too long. They need to be ejected from our spaces. This guy right here, men should not lead. Let's take a listen to what he has to say. Oh my goodness. Let's take a listen to what he has to say. I'm just going to let that commercial finish running out in the background. And then we're going to go from there. This is just unbelievable. All right, here we go. They're logical, but you will see time and time again that they're smashing things, breaking things. They can't. Here, let's go to the very beginning. Oh my gosh, I don't understand why it's going to play two commercials.
With new
This is, you know what? F you. I'm not going to even play it on that browser anymore. This is why I be having my ad blocker up, because you're not going to get extra ad revenue from me and you're not paying for it. You're not going to do that. So let me just, let's go here. And let's just look up Tonya TKO clips and just go to the other page. This is it right here, Tonya TKO clips. Go to videos and then scroll down and then you will see it. It's going to be on the left-hand side. Here it is right here. Let me make sure that we have, oh my God.
For those times when they want.
Yeah.
Should women run the world? Yes, but men are not going to get out of the way and let them do it. The earliest species on this planet were asexual. They reproduced by copying themselves. So here's my take on it. Women came first. Women created men just to carry genes, which is why the egg is so big. It has lots of other DNA in it besides the chromosomes, and the sperm is so small. It has nothing but the chromosomes. If you remember the size of the sperm to the egg, it's like the moon to the sun. Two eggs, through a process called atomopsis, which is an electrical process, can be fused together and actually make it.
Yeah, I want you all to just watch this whole video.
Two sperm can't even go out for a beer together. So what's the deal? Women created men to carry extra genes for those times when they wanted to survive. Men created fancy colors, feathers, dances, whatever they could do to get women's attention, because the whole goal is to get your genes into another body. So the males created all of this fancy preening, and then they created aggression. And then they would fight among themselves so that the biggest and the strongest would get the females.
Listen.
And therein lies the problem. Because once they obtain the females, the men then use that aggression to control them, to make decisions for them.
I want you all to watch that whole video. He says, even though women are the better decision makers, I'll play a little bit more.
Smarter of the two. And so the world is screwed up. And that's my take on it. Women, believe it or not, at every age, have better executive functioning, slightly better intellect, better problem solving, lower incidence of impulsive behavior, because they evolved to stick around, take care of the children.
I just want you to just go, there's so many profound videos on that other page. Make sure that you go to the other page and just take a look at those videos because they're important to watch, right? So, are you all with me so far? Are you understanding what it is that we're talking about and what it is that we're doing here? You understand what we're talking about, right? And then I'm going to give you an example of how the current transgender movement is rooted in misogyny. And I'm going to give you an example. This is the example I told you about earlier in the beginning that I said that everybody would be able to understand when I gave it. Well, everybody here, right? The current transgender movement is rooted in misogyny because they discount your experience as a woman and think that their idea of what it means to be a woman is something that they can even conceptualize, because in their mind they have created some sort of fancy that they are women. Let me give you this example. I don't like the way this thing is on the screen. Okay, there we go. Let's say, for example, there's a Caucasian person, a white person, a clear person, a person of no color, however it is that you want to put it, a European, a Caucasoid, right? However you want to put it, right? That gets up one day and says, you know what? All my life, I felt as if I was Black. In my spirit, I have a Negro spirit. I know what it's like to be Black. I'm going to dress up in Black clothes, attempt to speak in Black vernacular, and I want the protections afforded. I want your Negro College Fund scholarship. I want your college scholarships for sports and endowments. I want to be a part of Black Lives Matter. And you better shut the F up as a Black person, because how dare you tell me that I am not and do not know what it means to be Black. Every person here can imagine that this is pure tomfoolery. You can't be raised up in a European experience and then one day claim that you know what it's like to be Black. It's ridiculous. If this is a ridiculous idea to you, I want to see you put up the number 2. If this sounds feasible to you and you would accept a Caucasian person telling you that they know exactly what it's like to be Black, even though they have no Black skin, even though they were not raised Black, even though the world cannot see them as Black. I mean, they can go and they can inject themselves with melanin. Remember that woman, Marita, or whatever her name was, she injected herself with melanin and got these big, terrible looking boobs and all of this other stuff, right? She injected herself with melanin and now her skin is brown. Does she know what it's like to be a Black woman? How many of you have seen her? Her name is like Martina Biggs or some foolishness like that. I'll look it up real quick. Here, Martina Biggs, right? Here, this damn fool right here. She went and got herself injected with melanin, and now she's walking around talking about she's a Black woman a bit or some foolishness like that. She's looking to get a nose job. How many of you have seen her? So this
Martina,
is how
you're
she
telling
looked.
me
What
they
the
gave
F?
you, the medicine they gave you in 2017.
I'm not
You've not
ready. I don't
taken-
want to play videos. I don't even know how that came up. So this woman, she started out white and then she went and got herself injected with melanin and a bunch of fake boobs and all this other nonsense. So this is how she looked before and this is how she looked now, right? So if a person says, oh, I know what it's like to be Black, you would think to yourself, there is no possible way that you could understand the plight, the position, the culture, the energy of being Black, the uniqueness of being Black. And let me tell you, for those of you who are science people, you know that what exists on the DNA strand to differentiate a person from one race to another is so minuscule. It is nothing compared to the tremendous difference in chromosomes between XY chromosome persons and XX chromosome persons. There's much more genetic difference between being female to male than it is from being Black to white. How many of my science people in here and can vouch for me? Because when I read this, I was stunned myself. If you're a science person and you know this to be true, put up the number 4. If you don't know and you think this is wrong, put up a 5. Go ahead. Let's see that. Let's see that. Black people would not stand for this and nobody would take them seriously. But in the patriarchy, they don't give a F about you and your experiences as a keeper of the womb. So little do they value you. So little do they consider your unique experience to be a valid, unique experience that they feel that it is feasible for somebody with XY chromosomes to get up one day in their mental unwellness and say, oh, I think that I'm a woman, and get taken seriously and get laws passed for them to be observed and seen as a woman. My TikTok page is under jeopardy right now from me posting videos about transgender because apparently uplifting women and criticizing the transgender movement is a terms of service violation on TikTok. That the transgender people can get up and say whatever it is that they want about women. Men can say whatever it is that they want to say about women. But oh, you dare not speak facts about transgender people. And then all of a sudden, now my TikTok page is in jeopardy. This is part of the reason that you need to make sure that you are on the text notification squad. Why is my thing not in focus? make sure that you're on the text notification squad. Go to www.tonya, TONYATKO.com/TEXT. Join the text notification squad. You get a text whenever I go live. That way, if anything happens to me on any of these platforms, because you know they're gunning for me. There's people who's posting about how they're coming for my monetization. I'm not worried about that because, listen, come for it. Come for it. I'm sponsored by the people. You see that the apples have come in. These are my sponsors right there. These are my sponsors. And it is not, we are all the feminists. It is not in the best interest of women to be aligning themselves with XY chromosome persons who are enacting their misogyny onto you by pretending as if they know what it's like to be a woman. You have no earthly idea. You couldn't conceptualize what it's like to be born, raised, bred in the existence of femaleness in a patriarchy. You're coming at this from the dominant gender, the domineering and the dominating gender, now claiming that you know what it's like to be a woman, and you will not, do not, and could not ever know what it's like to be a woman. You will never know what it's like every 28 days for that surge of estrogen to come down upon you. You will never know what it's like. You will never know what it's like to be programmed from a little girl with steeped in the messages from the matriarchs and the patriarchs around you, programming you into girlness. You will never know what that's like. You will never know what it's like to be housing the portal for humanity in your being. Listen. You will never know what it is like to house the portal for humanity in your human incarnation and feel the vibration of the fallopian tubes reaching out into the ether. You will never know what it is like to be a keeper of the womb. You will never know. You could never know. You can inject yourself with all different types of hormones. You can tell yourself in your mind that you are a woman. You will never know what it is like to have the unique vibration of that womb resonating inside of your being. You will never know what it is like to be assigned the gender to bring forth life and all of the programming enacted upon you because they know the special place that you hold as a keeper of the womb. You will never know. You could never. You will never. You could not ever know. You will never know what it is like to be assigned with the continuation of humanity and all the weight that comes along with that. All of the people in their way of trying to protect you. You could never have dick and balls and understand what it's like to have this power inside of you. Oh, Tina, let me give you something right now, baby. Hey, hey, to that person who told me to stop being dramatic, you need to up your drama. As a keeper of the womb, it is my right. So you fall back and you play with those people over there at the block party, girl. You sit down. You sit down. Because you know what? There's a lot of people pretending to be women online. I have a hard time believing that that was a keeper of the womb writing that. That person is gone. Don't you worry. That person is gone. They're gone. They're gone. Who is next? You could never have the surging of testosterone through your body. You could never have the male mind and understand what it is to be a keeper of the womb. You will never know. You could never know. all the tests that people had said that the transgender mind is different, those tests were debunked. You have a male mind, and this is why you are coming into the space acting like a man, dominate, overpower, push out in this patriarchy and in this capital R word culture. Do you hear what it is that I'm saying? Listen. We have another break that is coming up right now, and I want everybody, let's see, what exercise should we do for this break? You know what? Let's get our heart rates up. If you can, do some jumping jacks. If you can't, then just go from side to side with your arms over your head like this. If you can't stand, do your hands only. But whatever it is, you need to get up and move during this break. So here, we're gonna take another 3 minutes. And if you are, listen, let me know what it is that you did. Send the Cash App through, or you can send it through PayPal. If you send it through PayPal, you have to let me know so that I could go over there and check. I will see you in 3 minutes. Get up right now because this broadcast has been an hour. And in this hour, if you have moved for 6 minutes of that hour, then we have done all right. So get up out of your seat and let's move. All right, that was 1 minute. Oh my goodness, let's jog in place for the next minute, y'all. Woo! Get them knees up. Hey! All right, that was 2 minutes. For the last minute, let's do some squats, y'all. All right, come on. Left, just pulse it out. Don't go all the way back up, just pulse it out. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo! Man, I was really in here. I got a nice glow. Woo! All right, we are back. Oh my goodness, I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. Those jumping jacks for a minute. Ooh, but you know what? I feel good. Unity says, now I see why so many people stop supporting your channel or my content. Girl, listen, or boy, listen, whatever it is that you are. My subscriber base is growing more and more. And I'm going to show you something, right? Look at my subscriber count right now. Take a look at what it is. And then check it in the morning. And I bet you it's higher than it is right now. Because you see, there's something that we know that you refuse to admit. And the direction that this current transgender movement is going in is the wrong direction. And there's far too many of you out there. Who of you all remember the elevator experiment that I showed in the last video? Whew. Sheeple. I'm going to be publishing that video hopefully tomorrow. So let's check these apples. Don't you feel good? Don't you? That was nice. That was nice. And then the AC is pumping. I turned it up because I was doing those jumping jacks. And so it's blowing on me. I feel flushed. It's amazing. All right, let's go ahead and check these real quick. Whew. All right. Shawanda sends $10 and says, happy birthday. Eugenia sends $1 and says, right on. Ultima says, spot on. This movement is an agent of patriarchy. Absolutely. Absolutely. And there are far too many Black women who are so used to being such a good bulldog, go fetch, that they're just so happy to induct men in here, thinking that they're going to be able to get the comfort that they need. But by the time you realize that it was all a trick, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. I say maybe a day. I posed the question in 2017 about whether or not these people were women. And I think I even advocated for them for one day. And when I saw how upset it made women, I decided to really listen to women and their concerns. And anybody who is not listening to women and their concerns is not for women. You're not for us. All right. Erica sends $5 and says, first time Cash App, support Black women. Absolutely. Absolutely. JJ sends $1 and says, squats, jog in place, and stretch. Did you stretch? You know what? I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to do some yoga before I go to bed tonight. Thank you for that idea about the stretching. I appreciate that. And I believe that you did do it too. Text notification squad in the hizzy. Thank you, JJ. Miss Lady sends $2 and says, love your fervor, keeper of the womb. Absolutely. You know what? I need to get t-shirts with that on it, because we need to be differentiated. Whew. All right. So yes. So I appreciate all of you who supported. Today we brought in $203 during this broadcast. So for the person who is saying that people are supporting me less and less, you better open up your eyes. Open up your eyes. Stop this foolishness. Stop it. Because we are awake. We're not asleep. All right. So on that note, I'm going to jump out of here and let you all go. Our nose is running. I feel flushed and I feel good. You know what? Listen, take a look. I'm going to go to my channel right now. Let me go to my channel dashboard and we shall see, right? Let me go to the channel dashboard here. Let me show you here. This is, I'll show you my subscriber number right now, right here. This is my subscriber number, 202,692,000 subscribers. It's right here in the middle of the screen, right? In the past 28 days since I made that video, I've gained over 600 followers, right? So let's see from 692 to where it is tomorrow. Let's see whether or not the number goes down or up. Black women, you know what to do. Do your thing. If you're feeling the video, if you're feeling what it is that I'm talking about, go ahead and share the video. Share it to somebody and tell them to subscribe. I'm going to take a look at the number in the morning, and that person who is claiming that more and more people stop supporting me, I want you to come back and look at the number too, because I think that you're going to be unpleasantly surprised. You're going to be there shivering. Look, FJ says, just subscribe. subscribed. Let me refresh. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Here. Let me put this up on the screen so that you can see. You see where it was 692 before? Just in those few moments alone, it's gone up by 2 people. So yes, play with it. Because gone are the days where Black women are the endless mules for everybody as we continue to get our square smaller and smaller, encroached upon. Gone are those days. We're waking up and we are coming together and we are rising up. And people, there are so few and far places in between because so many people are bought and paid for that they can't speak up. There's so few places that Black women can get the relief that they need by hearing somebody speaking some damn sense. And so let me refresh. It was 694 just a moment ago. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Here, let me put it on the screen. 3 more people in just a few moments alone. So like I said, Black women, you know what to do. Share my channel, subscribe. If you're watching this right now, let's see. There's 800 people on YouTube, 88 on Facebook. We got 1 person on Twitch. We always have that 1 person on Twitchy. Hey, Twitchy. If you haven't subscribed before, make sure that you subscribe now and subscribe to the other channel where the clips will be broken up so that you can share those very easily with other people who may not be able to sit for an hour-long video. Baby, don't worry. You know that I got you. Listen. I appreciate you all for coming out. We're going to do the self-love lessons right now because, you know, this channel is all about self-love. And for the people who are in the trans community, you have to love yourself enough to respect your individual journey and admit that you are trans. You are not a woman. You are not a man. You are a person who is experiencing a trans identity. And you have to love your individual journey because no amount of hormones or chopping off body parts or injecting this or that or implants or none of that, it is not going to get your chromosomes to change. It is not going to change the brain that you have. So love the unique space that you're in. To me, so type SLL. Let's see what the self-love lesson, type SLL and then the self-love lesson that you learned from this video. And I want it to come from an I standpoint. So I want to hear what you learned from the I standpoint. Let's hear it. Santa is saying, I love my son more than myself. Most parents do. Well, most mothers do. Whew. Who is talking about a wallet? You all must have been having an engaging side conversation. Do you all like my makeup? This is the vegan makeup that I have on my face. I feel like I look like a doll. All right, come on, SLL, fight to keep your space safe and protect the true definition of a woman. Yes, I want to see the statements from the I. What is it that you learned? I want to see I love myself so I can love him. Okay. Taking care of our bodies doesn't take much, just a few minutes a day. You know what? Something is better than nothing. Absolutely. And don't you feel good after those few jumping jacks? I don't typically jump jacks for a minute. I typically jump for 37 seconds because I do it in a circuit. So it was very interesting to jump for a minute today. And then I had to switch to running in place. But yes. Somebody's saying I look European. Well, you know what? Everybody is going to look like the original Africans because, I mean, if you ever seen an Asian person, you see how their features are so very similar to ours. So I'm choosing to respect all women because they bring and give life. Yes. I love everything about being a woman. Yes. Human rights should not infringe on women's rights. Yes. Protect gatekeeper of the womb, my real woman. Yes, I hear you on that. As a Black woman, I'm becoming more in tune with my feminine energy. Thanks to you, Miss Tonya. Hey, thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. SLL, I want to see, I will continue to embrace that I am a true keeper of the womb, and that is womanhood. Yes, absolutely. As a Black woman, becoming more in tune with my feminine energy. Okay. Well, President, something, something, something. I love you. Encourage and participate in that exercise break. Nicely done. Yeah, that was a nice. Cause you know what? Cause it happened to me. I was watching this girl's video, and the video was long, and I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, gosh, I'm just sitting here. So I was like, you know what? When I do my next broadcast, I'm gonna encourage people to get up and move. So I'm happy that you all got up and moved with me today. I'm an advocate for Black women's rights and spaces first and foremost. I have learned that our individuality is who we are, and this, oh, it went by too quickly. I am smart and strong. My voice matters and will be heard. I know that's right. I will always love who I am, woman, and staying away from those who aren't. Remember, I want us to only speak from the positive standpoint. So what it is that you've learned and what direction you're going in and where it is that you are. Okay. So somebody is saying, so you were saying women who don't have children aren't women either. Anyone who doesn't have XX chromosomes is not a woman, period. Period. XX chromosomes, you're a woman. Whether or not you choose to give birth is on you, you know, but that sounds like the talking point of a penis toter. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. All right, so I'm going to let those self-love lessons. I'm thankful that I learned to love myself for the energy I bring to this planet. Yes, yes, I love it. So I appreciate all of you for coming out. Listen, let me see what my self-love lesson is from today's video. My self-love lesson from today's video is this. I'm going to be very, very forthright with you all. My self-love lesson is that when the spirit moves me to talk on a subject, listen. When the spirit moves me, it's moving me to talk on a subject because there is a voice that needs to be heard. I believe that I am standing up for what is right and good and just. I believe in my spirit wholeheartedly that I am on the right side of history. I am not against trans people at all. I respect the journey that they're on, what it is that they're experiencing, and I want them to be acknowledged for who it is that they are. They deserve human rights, not women's rights. And I'm advocating for women, for womb holders, for keepers of the womb, because that is the right thing to do, to protect the space. The current trans movement needs to change and be revamped so that there are qualifiers for people who want to be granted. And then also, if you don't want to be around men, what makes you think that we want to be around you? The same reason why you're trying to enter into women's spaces as a trans person is the same reason why we don't want to be around that energy of an XY person. Come on, people are not getting it. Oh, there's some apples that have come through. Let me check the last remaining apples then. Give me 1 second. Thank you for letting me know. And then I'll check the PayPal before I jump out of here. I have more to speak up and combat erasure of real women. Yes, absolutely. It looks like there's a few apples that have come in. All right, let's grab these real quick. All right. Janelle sends 1111 and says, making me laugh every time you say D and B. Oh, I don't have it. Wait, what's going on? Why is this not on the screen? What's happening? Oh, I'm looking on the wrong doggone phone. I'm looking on the wrong phone. I'm going crazy. Okay. Let's see. Let me refresh it. All right. Janelle says, for making me laugh every time you say dick and balls. I mean, Kat sends $20 and says, thanks for all that you do. Thank you. Rikitha sends 222 and says they can have their space without infiltrating ours. It's true. Why are they not advocating for their own space? Who would be against them if they were advocating for their own space? If they were like, you know what? We need to have a third bathroom. We need to have a third locker room. Who would argue? We'd be like, okay, let's get a third locker room. But the problem is that now we can't even be in a safe space in a hot tub with women without, I mean, come on. There's a difference. Jada sends $10. Thank you, Jada Waiter. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So we have brought in $247 on today's broadcast. So thank you for all of the love and support for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you all for giving me the space to be able to speak freely. And then showing up and showing out. So last time I checked the subscribers, we were at 697. Let's refresh and see where we're at now. Oh, here, look, let's see. Let me scroll this up. Here, look, 702. And that's just in a few minutes. So while you're trying to wish downfall upon me, my star is rising. Watch and see. Watch and see. And for those of you who are in Dallas, I'm going to be giving you all a special announcement. Because like I said, my star is rising and I'm going on a small tour. So I'll give you all, once the contract is signed and all of this, Dallas is going to be the first stop. Once the contract is signed, I will let you all know the dates and everything. And then you can come out and be a part of a live presentation. So look, I appreciate each and every one of you. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, what? Love yourself. Love yourself. So thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate these apples. This is going to help me be able to have these videos edited and broken up into smaller pieces. Because I understand not everybody wants to watch a 3-hour or 2-hour video. But you know what? You give the small pieces to them and then they get hooked. They can't help themselves. I did my hair over again today. It's a silverish gold. What do you think about it? What do you think? What do you think? I did it for my birthday and because I got some special plans coming up this week. All right. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The Aunt Viv dance. Woo! Hey, I gotta go outside and check on my plants. Guess what, you all? Guess what? The first pumpkin has been fertilized. Because you know what? All of the pumpkins have been aborting. But I saw a bee inside on that female ovum. Let me show you all a picture. I gotta put some more pictures up on my whatchamacallit. Oh, where's the picture of that bee? That bee was inside this flower humping away. There was a bee. Look, there was a bee inside. The flower grew through the fence. That flower was hot and ready. And then it got fertilized. Our first pumpkin was fertilized. Take a look. Take a look. It's fertilized. And it's growing into a pumpkin. I'm so happy because all of the other ones had aborted. They didn't get fertilized. This was it yesterday. But it is growing more and more by the day. If you want to see pictures of my garden, you can come over to Instagram and take a look at those. Everything is growing so nicely. I'm so happy. Thank you all so much for your support and your information and being a part of the Text Notification Squad and coming to the live broadcast. Thank you all so much. I love you all. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Woo! Paulina, thank you for the last apple. Let me check the PayPal before I jump out of here, just in case anybody sent anything through PayPal. Let me just check that real quick. Hey, somebody wants my skincare routine. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody sent me. Wow. I've been getting a lot of PayPals. Oh, wow. Okay, so LaShandra says trans is a term used in chemistry using molecules that have the same chemical. Amber says, I totally agree with your premise on this subject. You always bring the receipts. Blondell sends $5 and didn't leave a message. On my birthday, it looks like I got $16, but it says it came from Google, so I don't know what's going on with that. And then L sent me $33.96. I guess it would have been $34. Or thank you, L. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you all so much. I will see you all in the next broadcast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.